Morning, everyone. Welcome to another This Might Hurt. Oh, happy Thursday. I'm irritated this morning. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm irritated. I have crazy stuff happening. I don't understand people sometimes, but that's okay. That's okay. I am gonna shuffle the cards. Yeah, I have these outside lights so that I can walk safely to my house, and they systematically, one by one, were disconnected or turned off or something, and it's just annoying. But anyway, I guess I will have to just carry a flashlight with me, guys. I guess. I don't know. You know what I think it is? I think light irritates some people, and I don't know that I noticed that before. Very interesting. Very interesting. Actually, well, I did, and I just assumed it was, I don't know, like a physical thing, but now I'm starting to think it's a metaphoric thing. It's maddening. It's maddening at best, right? But woosah. Let's get the energies for today. Page of Swords. So Page of Swords is that communication. It's a person, but it's communication that is not well thought out, right? They've just kind of got this sword hanging out there, like they're not really paying attention to it. Hand on the heart. So maybe it's a message of love. It could be. I like the messages up here with the birds, right? Those are messages, and the person is looking up at the birds. But I feel like it's maybe miscommunication. I mean, you've got this sword that's pointing at the root chakra, right? So the removal of safety, but then they've got their hand on their heart like they believe it's loving. And maybe sometimes, guys, when we think we're doing the right thing, we have no idea how the other person is receiving it. We have no idea if what we're saying is landing in the way we intended for it to land. And I think that's what this is. Like we're saying and doing things that we just have no idea how they're affecting other people, right? How they're affecting other people. So keep that in mind, guys. I tell my group this all the time. Like we go through the rules every so often, and we talk about respect, and I make everybody go around and talk about what respect looks like to them, right? Or safety. Yesterday we talked about safety a lot in my room, because my room has to be safe for everybody, right? And if any one person feels unsafe, that is no good for the group. So and it's kind of like what I'm going through in my house, right? So I have these outside lights to help me feel safe, and the owner just decides to turn them off. Like, I'm going to take your safety away. And I don't know that they realize that's what they're doing. My client yesterday didn't realize what she was doing. And when I corrected her, she was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize. And I'm like, yeah, you really have to stop and think how people are receiving it. I don't care how you intend it, because that's not how people receive it. And I feel like that's that energy, right? We're not thinking about the other person. This one fell on its side, the Eight of Swords. So caught the energy in the middle. Are you overthinking it? Or not? Basically, like, is this all in your head? Same situation. So my client yesterday, the one that felt unsafe, he thought it was all in his head. And my thought being, if you feel it, it's real. It's not all in your head, right? So my situation with the lights, is it all in my head? I don't know. I mean, the lights worked and then they don't. So it's hard to say that that's all in your head. And then when I asked for them to be fixed, of course, there was very creative, plausible reasons why they couldn't be fixed. And then they put it back on the person who's the one that's been offended, right? So like in my class yesterday, when the gentleman was offended by what the female had done, that would be like blaming him for that. That's not in your head. It's not in your head. But we've been conditioned over time that when we hurt, it's our fault, and that comes from years of trauma and abuse, and you tend to navigate back to those people who traumatized and abused you to finish that cycle, right? So you get really close really fast to the people that remind you of the chaos that you're used to, right? And the controlling natures, or the offensive, or the narcissistic tendencies. It's not in your head, guys. It's real. It's real. All right, let's keep going. keep going. Okay, that wants to come out. We've got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So yeah, I mean, you've decided what's happened and what's up, right? It's feeling discouraged. Like this thing is just never going to work, right? Discouraged. And again, a lot how I feel today. Like I'm not even going to mention the lights because what's the fucking point? It's clearly not going to get fixed. I hate to keep using that as the metaphor, but it works here, right? It works. You know, like I said, I'll just use a flashlight. Like you've beaten a dead horse. It's time to move on. Like it's clearly not going to resolve. And last card out. Last card out. There we go. King of Pentacles in the reverse. So pulling your resources back towards you, right? This person, because it's about person. So this is your resources, right? We've got the swords and the thoughts and the words and the inner monologue and the way we're speaking to ourselves and to others, and then how that's affecting our resources, right? The discouraging nature, and then the I'm gonna control everything. You know, the King of Pentacles in the reverse is I will hold on to your resources and I will dole them out as I see fit. And that's kind of sinister, guys. It's kind of sinister. If this is you, maybe there's a reason why you're this way. Maybe there's a reason that you are doing these things. But really, guys, if you're going to send it out into the ether, into the universe, it's going to come back to you one way or another. So be wary of being that controlling. I will decide your safety for you. Be wary of that, because at some point somebody else was going to have to decide your safety. And it might not come right away, but at some point it will. So be careful with that, guys. Just, you know, I get it. It's you want to be human. Yeah, we're all human. And sometimes we are that way. But we got to take a step back and look at ourselves and stop judging. Stop judging. Judgment in the upright would be to stop judging yourself so harshly. And this, I feel like, is maybe take a really good hard look at yourself and ask yourself what you're doing and how it's being perceived. Because perception is reality, guys. It's not about what your intentions are or what people deserve. It's you versus you. It is you versus you. So take a really good hard look at yourself and see if that's the person you want to be. Ask yourself from the other, put yourself in the other person's shoes and say, if somebody were treating me like this, if somebody were taking my safety away, if somebody were criticizing me or didn't like the shirt I was wearing, how would I feel? Because that's what you're going to get back. And guys, we're all in this together, right? 2026 is going to be painful. If you don't have the right people around you, God, Spirit, Source, Creator, Universe, dude, they're going to take these people away. And if you're not appreciating them, they're going to be taken away. Like, it's just a thing. Frequencies, right? When frequencies don't match anymore, then things fall apart. And I'm realizing that in my life. But yeah, what you don't see coming is the Page of Wands. So again, we got Page of Swords, Page of Wands. So thinking about things in a new way, right? This creativity. How can I get back to being who I am, who I want to be, and logically, right? Logically, there's not a lot of water in this card. And creatively, how can I do this and stand up for myself and still be the person I want to be, right? How do you balance all of that? How do you balance it? It's funny that this is on the side because you got to balance that. But what you don't see coming is the ability, opportunity to do that. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, let me know how that works out for you. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. You guys take care.